Well, I knew we had a lot of speed. I was really excited about the ability I knew we would have to throw the ball a little bit because we're athletic up front. We can protect pretty well. Obviously, Owen can chuck it a little bit. So when we had some 7-on-7s, I was thinking we have a chance to be pretty good. That was a tough ball game. Felt like we won in all three phases. Set the tone for how we wrapped up the season as well, and going in the playoffs against Bird. Just able to win tough games in tough moments.
My favorite name already this year, Macho Santiago. 18-yard run for Freeman.
The James River game, when our players came out, white, black, all nationalities come out, all carrying the American flag together, standing together in honor of the 13 folks that were killed in Afghanistan. I think that was symbolic of something much bigger than football and kind of setting an example for everybody else in the country that despite differences, and we all have them, we got to work together. They made the decision on their own to do it. And when you empower them to make those kind of decisions, that's really cool to see. Very cool to see.
It's 7-3. The Mavericks scored 37 unanswered points tonight. Fallon did it one more time, 23 yards to Horn. They win 37-9 to improve to 2-0.
What blew me away about that game was our big playmaking ability. A lot of big plays in the pass game that night, a lot of big turnovers. Defense really stepped up and did a great job against an offense that ended up having a lot of success this year. We expected to win that game, we expected to win it big, but as the season continued on, I think we looked back and realized how special that win really was.
I think what made our defense special is how we bonded so well together. Playing on the field together, it just clicked. We are just fast and physical and don't care about anything. Yeah, I think the way they clicked and they played well together really helped us out.
Our athlete game is probably my favorite game I've ever played.
Having some of the athlete players kind of standing on the fence, just looking at us with their earbuds in and everything. Okay, they came ready to play, and now let's do it.
It was a team win too. It wasn't just like one player that took over. It was a team win. Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, the student section, that was crazy.
To play this game, you have to play as a family. You have to play as a team. One individual is not going to win a game. You might have some big plays in a game, but this is the ultimate team sport. You need to play as a team, play as a family, and just enjoy it. Enjoy the people that you play with. I mean, when you're out there having fun, that's when big moments happen. Godwin game.
Calveric would do it one more time just before halftime, and the defense holds in the second half. Godwin gets their first win.
I hate that game. It really just made us more motivated. I'd rather lose early in the season than have lost right before the playoffs or had to do that in the playoffs. And that was actually something I learned from, was don't let your emotions get to you in those hard times. And that really just played a role throughout the rest of the season. If there's a positive thing to take out of that, was that we were able to learn from it, and it helped the rest of our season out. It was bad. You grow up with these kids and they're still talking crap.
Hey, our guys came out against John Marshall. There were many years where I've been on staff here, and I know when Coach Engels was on staff here, where John Marshall was John Marshall, and we found a way to struggle against them. So our guys came out and did what they were supposed to do. So I think that was a good opportunity to kind of bounce back for us a little bit, and really it allowed us the opportunity to focus on ourselves that week and not be so consumed with our opponent, and get back to some basics, and that helped. To me, that was a real fun night. I mean, there's nothing like pounding one of your rivals that you haven't beaten in a while at home on a Friday night.
Good job coming together as a family like we should. Hey, be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Let's go. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family.
Well, it's interesting. You know, we were thinking we'd go up early and we have a chance to plant seeds of doubt. And we went up big early, 14-0 early. And I think in some ways we took our foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and then Hermitage kind of got into a groove. We did not capitalize on some opportunities we had. I tip my cap, they beat us. There were some questionable, potentially, calls, as there are in every game, as there are in life. And I don't know if we responded as well to those calls as we could have. Shoot, Hermitage is one heck of a ball club. It's funny, you know, we practice all the time driving the field with no timeouts left and kicking a field goal to win it, and what do you know?
We were kind of like struggling and couldn't figure out what we were doing. We had some penalties back to back that were backing us up, and then we kind of just controlled the huddle. We all just took a deep breath and just kind of all got on the same level. And then all of a sudden things started happening.
I actually remember Kyle Smith telling me before that that drive happened, saying, you know, hey, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life. Like you're gonna remember this drive. I didn't really think much of it until I rolled out of the pocket and somehow found PJ 40 yards downfield. And I'm just looking at the sideline like we're in this. This is our game.
Owen threw a perfect ball to PJ, set up that, then we kind of ran the ball a little bit, set up a field goal. It was a pretty special moment. It's probably a moment I'll remember forever. It's just awesome to see my team be able to make big plays and big moments. It's just awesome.
That was arguably one of the most fun ones I've ever been a part of in my life, as a player, coach, anything. I'm jumping on Coach Earl like I'm his son or something. Oh man, that's one that I'll remember forever, and I hope the guys do too. I think they will.
I love you guys, like my boys. My man PJ right here. As a senior, I gotta give it to my boy Tom for giving me a nugget.
That is the best coaching staff I've ever been a part of. Like, wholeheartedly, hands down, 110%.
They just always were great mentors for us.
Like, these coaches were not coaches to me. They were like mentors. And I don't want to say football mentors because they'd ask me about, you know, personal life. They'd ask me about school. You know, they were like really personal with you. Every single practice there was a mission of getting better. And they always preached that, and they always stood behind it.
It's just like, this team was just unbelievable, yeah.
Their contribution to this team, to the program, to the school was just phenomenal this year.
Douglas Freeman has been in or out of our top 10 all year, while LC Bird has won both of the previous playoff meetings between themselves and Douglas Freeman. First quarter, Bradley Perkins on the counter, around the right end. He's gone 77 yards on the touchdown run. That play worked. Okay, run it again. Third play from scrimmage for Freeman. Exact same thing. This time from 64 yards out.
Now, we definitely knew coming in a big goal of ours is to have a home playoff game. I think it's maybe 3 or 4 in the history of the school. Then we got a matchup with LC Bird. Another incredible opportunity to beat a program that we've never beaten before. That was a perennial state champion. And to beat them in the fashion we did, at home, coming down to the last play of the game, well, actually after time had already expired, it speaks volumes as to the contributions that these seniors have made to the program, the leadership they've given us, and getting the young guys ready for where we're going to go next. When you make that decision of what you're going to do it with some conviction, to do it with purpose, to do it with passion. Passion isn't just emotion. Passion is emotion with purpose, with some sort of intent to it that has an end goal in mind. And I think that if they can kind of apply those lessons to everything that they take on when they leave here, they're gonna be in pretty good shape.
The 4 years, you know, the 4 years you put into playing,
the family bond that we built is one that I've never had before.
You kind of just reflect on all those games, all those practices, and all those workouts led to this game, pretty much. And you just, to not take anything for granted, especially high school football, especially here, you know, I would never want to play anywhere else. This is definitely a special team. This is definitely a team that, you know, I really want to be a part of. You know, as you can hear him now, you know, him pushing us and then us kind of reciprocating that and competing, I could tell that we were gonna be a team to beat. How close and how gelled of a team we came.
This is probably a group of guys that I've hung out with more outside the football field than I have ever had with another team. I mean, we're just so bonded with this team. It's just unbelievable.
This team is something that you should never forget. Oh, hold on. That's so cool to see.